Marla and Alex, prosecutors saying that this person, that driver, will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And that's really what we're seeing with these charges. Dozens of counts of assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder. If he's convicted on all of these charges, he's looking at life in prison. Now, take a look at some video. This video that you're looking at was obtained by TMZ recently, showing the moments right before the first impact when 29-year-old Fernando Ramirez allegedly intentionally slammed into a large group of people. They were all standing outside an East Hollywood nightclub early Saturday morning. More than 30 of those people injured, 23 rushed to hospitals. Now, after the crash, bystanders dragged Ramirez from the car and beat him. And at one point, someone shot him. Now, that shooter still on the run. Again, as you mentioned, Marla, last seen wearing a Dodgers jersey. Officials reiterating today it is just a miracle that no one was killed in this chaos.
As Ramirez's vehicle came to a stop, he was pulled from the car and shot in the back by an unknown individual. We understand the emotions involved, but when the threat had ended and the suspect was no longer actively harming others, the use of deadly force was both unlawful and dangerous to everybody present.
When he drove that car onto that sidewalk, he aimed it at a whole sea of pedestrians that were in front of him on the sidewalk at 2 a.m. Many of them were at the taco truck, or they were waiting at valet, or they were waiting to get into the club.
Just really a horrific scene. Now, Ramirez has a lengthy rap sheet with at least 11 criminal cases ranging from misdemeanors to felonies. He was actually out on bail at the time for a 2022 domestic violence case out of Orange County. Now, he's scheduled to be arraigned on all these charges tomorrow. And again, if convicted as charged, he is looking at life in prison. Now, again, the shooter still on the loose, and officials are hoping that someone might have some information that might help with their investigation. If you know anything about that person whose picture we showed you there a little bit earlier, detectives want to hear from you. Reporting live from downtown LA, I'm Chelsea Edwards, Fox 11 News. Back to you.
And so is the chief basically saying because that suspect was not considered a threat at that moment, because the shooter shot, he could be facing attempted murder charges himself?
All of those are still questions. They say they're going to present a lot of that evidence in court, but right now they say they are looking for that shooter. You know, unclear of what circumstances or what he could be facing, because again, it was just chaos at the time. But they do have video evidence from outside the club and inside the club to corroborate these charges. So they are looking at as much as they have, and it'll remain to be seen once they catch this guy what he might be facing.
And as for the driver Ramirez, is there any truth to reports that he was kicked out of the club preceding, right before that accident? Or
that's
not accident, but
District Attorney Hochman did not address that today, but that is what authorities have told us in the last couple of days, that he was indeed seen on camera inside that club. He was escorted out for some reason and then returned just a few moments later in that car. So that is where they're saying, that is why they're saying this was an intentional act, and that's why they're charging him as such.
All right, so stupid and senseless. Chelsea Edwards, thank you.